Harin Lee, and in this presentation, I will illustrate how I'll organize my final essay and show my essay progress. I chose the question number 1, which is the more you search for happiness, the less likely it is that you'll find it. Provide the reason or reasons for this statement and say whether your answer to this question means that happiness is or is not the end of the life. I chose this question because I thought it was the most interesting topic, and also because it was most easy to understand for me out of 3 questions. I also thought that it asked the main points that we must think about as we live our life, which such as how to live happily and what is happy itself. I thought that these were primary questions that we must know as we live our life. In the introduction of the essay, I will define the happiness itself, and I am going to stress out that my belief is that statement is true and happiness is the end of our life. I will support the statement in 3 body paragraphs. My first body paragraph will argue that statement, the more you search for happiness, the less likely it is that you will find it is true. Happiness cannot be goal itself, and it's because the happiness is gained in the process of achieving goal. And it is an abstract value, and we do not know whether we met the goal if our goal is to be happy. I believe that it can be supported by Viktor Frankl's quote, which is that happiness cannot be pursued. It must be ensued, and it only does so as the unintended side effect of one's dedication. For the second paragraph, I will argue that happiness is the end of our life. Because in the end, if we live our lives with enough dedication and passion, we'll feel happy about our lives, and it can be supported by Aristotle's quotes, which suggests that ultimate purpose of human existence is happiness, and all other goods eventually leads to obtaining happiness. In my third body paragraph, there will be a counter-argument that people who do know what their happiness is can work for happiness to obtain happiness. They're doing what they feel happy when doing it. I'll include the personal example of my friend who thought he found what happiness is for him. However, it can be rebutted easily by the person who thinks they know what happiness is, usually do not. Happiness can be easily mistaken with the feeling of pleasure. By the pleasure machine example, we know that pleasure is not equal to happiness. Pleasure is only one value of happiness, and happiness includes much more values than only one happiness. In the conclusion of my essay, I'll summarize my main points of the body paragraphs, which is that I believe the statement, the more you search for happiness, the less likely it is that you will find it is true, and also that happiness is the end of the life. I'll end my essay with this statement and by restating my opinion of the question 1. Thank you for listening for my presentation.